It is a risk-off session today, with safe haven assets catching a bid across the board. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your India market briefing for July 14th. We cover the Nifty 50, Sensex, Bank Nifty, and the stocks dominating headlines today. Let us start with a snapshot of the Indian equity markets today. Starting with the Nifty 50, India's benchmark large-cap index. Nifty 50 is trading lower by minus 0.73% at 24,035 Indian rupees. Equity markets are responding to reports that our stock market today S&P 500 futures slip as yields and earnings jitters build, simply walled St. Nifty 50 is in a consolidation phase, a pattern that can precede a significant directional break. Watch the $24,516 resistance and $23,554 support as the boundaries of the current range. The Sensex, tracking India's 30 largest blue-chip companies. Sensex dipped minus 0.67% to 77,096 Indian rupees. Equity markets are responding to reports that our stock market today S&P 500 futures slip as yields and earnings jitters build, simply walled St. The Bank Nifty, India's banking sector barometer, is closely watched by traders as a leading indicator for the broader market. Bank Nifty dipped minus 1.17% to 57,448 Indian rupees. Investor sentiment is being shaped by India's June inflation tops forecasts, putting the RBI in an awkward spot, crypto briefing. After today's weakness, the $55,725 area is the first meaningful support level to watch for Bank Nifty. A stabilization there would be the first sign that sellers are losing conviction. This is our analytical view, not investment advice. Now let us look at the stocks making headlines in India today. Larsen & Toubro is down minus 2.11%, trading at 3,845.70 Indian rupees. Investor sentiment is being shaped by our stock market today S&P 500 futures slip as yields and earnings jitters build, simply walled St. After today's weakness, the $3,730.33 area is the first meaningful support level to watch for Larsen & Toubro. A stabilization there would be the first sign that sellers are losing conviction. This is our analytical view, not investment advice. Bharti Airtel climbed plus 1.69% to 1,934 Indian rupees. Investor sentiment is being shaped by our stock market today S&P 500 futures slip as yields and earnings jitters build, simply walled St. The near-term technical picture for Bharti Airtel looks constructive. Watch the $2,011.36 level as the first meaningful resistance zone. A close above there on decent volume would be an encouraging sign for bulls. As always, this is analytical commentary, not financial advice. SBI dropped sharply minus 2.34% to 1,012.70 Indian rupees. Investor sentiment is being shaped by India's June inflation tops forecasts, putting the RBI in an awkward spot, crypto briefing. Return on equity improvement, now approaching 15%, is the re-rating story that has driven the stock higher. Government infrastructure capex lending is a low-risk, high-volume growth engine. Any NPA reversal or write-back announcement would be a positive. Now let us look at the macro backdrop for Indian markets. The rupee is weakening against the dollar, trading at 96.20. A softer rupee compresses margins for import-heavy sectors like oil, consumer goods, and airlines, while IT exporters like TCS and Infosys benefit. Equity markets are responding to reports that U.S. futures drift as investors await earnings season and inflation data. Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, Yahoo Finance. Foreign institutional investor flows are the near-term swing factor. Any risk-off in global markets tends to amplify selling pressure on Indian indices given the high FII ownership in Nifty 50 constituents. The biggest mover in India today is SBI. SBI dropped sharply minus 2.34% to 1,012.70 Indian rupees. Investor sentiment is being shaped by India's June inflation tops forecasts, putting the RBI in an awkward spot, crypto briefing. The Yono digital banking platform is building a retail liability moat. Corporate loan book quality, the historical weak spot, is now at decade-best levels. The dividend policy has become more generous. Watch for any RBI guidance on priority sector lending norms that could affect cost ratios. Here is your market watch list heading into the next session. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We do the research so you do not have to hours of analysis distilled into actionable daily briefings. If that is valuable, please hit the like button. It is the single best way to support independent market analysis and help us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for tomorrow's briefing. Drop your view in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish from here? Thanks for watching MTRS_Market Pulse. Nothing here constitutes financial advice. Please conduct your own due diligence. Good luck in the markets, and we will see you in the next video. That is your India market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily coverage of Indian and global markets.